Today's guest is a very, very good friend of mine, and there is a myth going around that you will never see us in the same room ever. Well, hopefully we're going to put that to bed now, because today's guest is a multi-talented musician. As well as that, he's Mr. 19 Crimes himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dean Mumford.
Thank you very much for having me,
What's
mate.
an intro, by the way?
19 Crimes, you mentioned my old favourite.
You're after a sponsorship deal still?
Well, yeah, I am.
You kept them in business, mate.
I kept them in business. But the wine that keeps on giving, listen, the wine label talks. And if you hold your iPhone up to the wine label, all the villains on the...
they move. Deano,
They move and they talk. I remember Laura coming into the kitchen. I said, Laura, I've got the wine label to talk. And she went, oh, please, just come to bed. But it's true. I told Paul Weller this story, and he went... Paul went, well, the pigeons talk, you know. He said, I said, we laugh. I said, no, but I've got the 19 Crimes labels talking. But you have to have patience because of the iPhone camera, but they talk.
I bought a bottle, obviously, when I was drinking. I think during COVID, I was drinking, and I bought a bottle. I was off my chops, right? And I was in the kitchen, and I fucking got my blower out, and I started doing all this. And I thought I was seeing stuff. I thought, mate, this is some
fantastic
experience.
You know, they're real criminals on the actual
and they've all tell the stories,
didn't
they?
Australia, and they went away, and the criminal actually says... I went to Australia because I stole a pig. I mean, it was such minimal things you could get done for.
Do you know the worrying thing? You've probably heard every single story.
I have. Yeah, well, you collect the corks as well, because in every cork...
That's it, every cork's got the
has a
name.
crime on it. Hence, and there's 19 corks to collect. But the 19th cork, which is really rare, is worth $1,000 when they're doing a promo. So I've got 18 corks.
You haven't got
great fun collecting them, but I've never, of course. I said to Laura, we've got to get another, but I've got to get number 17. But the 19th cork is like winning the lottery.
Is it?
You win $1,000, yeah. But they've stopped it at the moment, but I'm sure it'll come back. But 19 Crimes.
I mean, Deano, most people collect like trainers, jackets, stickers, cards.
Yeah.
What do you collect?
Bottles of wine. I mean, yeah. I think it's quite. This
is supposed to be a 45-minute podcast, right?
It's gonna be about
but you know what me and you are like when we get going.
Yeah.
But mate, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me, mate.
No, it's all right. We had a lot of people let us down. So
sod.
It's always good to see you because we always have a good laugh, mate. But listen, today we're not talking about me. We're talking about yourself.
Change.
I know, mate. You have oh fuck! He's only knocked his beer. This is Deano. This is Deano in a nutshell.
No, do anyone have a mop?
This is staying in, by the way.
Yeah, staying
100%.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just accidentally knocked it over. There you go. Everyone got.
You're a cunt, idiot.
We're all weak.
Stick it up on the side, Deano. Yeah, say.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I saw an interview you did with someone once, ages ago, years ago, and you were a little bit, maybe because you didn't know him. You were on the street and someone come up to you. Do you remember?
Oh, that was with Mark Baxter.
No, it weren't with Bax. I know Mark.
No,
it was a woman. A woman.
Oh, that was in Camden. The girl with the red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, blimey. I was drinking it's a restaurant now. It's Italian. Down next to the mixer.
That's it. Yeah, that was a good one.
And Paul Carova.
That's it.
Who raps on Buffalo Stance.
That's it.
He's a legend, man, Paul Carova. And they said you got to be able to, someone you want to sing with, someone it was
and they asked you
quite intense.
They asked you well. Yeah, it was fucking mental.
And for a joke, I said, because I love Paul Carova, man. He's my best friends in the world. And I said, I killed Paul Carova and he got the right ump. What are you kidding me for? I said, well, I didn't kill you. I said, I didn't choose someone, your best mate. But yeah, you had to be there. That's a long time ago, that is.
Well, Deano, what an intro for a podcast, well, mate.
We've arrived.
So yeah, we certainly know.
Yeah.
I always say, you know, when Deano's arrived because you can hear him before you see him.
Well, that's it. My missus says, she meets me in a pub. She goes, I could hear you outside. I think, how could you hear me outside? It's a busy pub. Yeah,
Deano, I played the Dingwalls, as you fully well know.
I was there.
I was in my dressing room. And it was, I could hear there's music going on, and all of a sudden I heard, "Hold tight!" I was like, "Deano's here, Deano's here." But let's talk. Listen, mate, you've been in music what seems for most of your life, mate. You know, you have worked and been around some massive names, some beautiful names. It wasn't so long ago you did something with Tim Burgess, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was at the
Coco?
No, East London. The venue in East London.
How did that come about?
Well, I get the Marquis in Covent Garden, Tommy's pub. A girl come up to me, a lady come up to me, and she said, "Would you play at what's the venue in East London? Need to get this in." And she said, "Would you come along and play piano in the foyer?" And Tim Burgess asked if you would come along because he knows Suggs. They're very good friends. I've been out with Suggs and Tim in Wales. And he said, "Yeah, I know Deano." He said, "Would he come along and play in the foyer?" And she asked me. I said, "Yes." And Tim said, "I want to do a couple of tunes with Dean. Can Suggs come along as well?" But unfortunately, it's Suggs' birthday that day. So he's out with his family. But so I put across, well, let's do a Madness song, It Must Be Love. And what else does Tim want to do? And Tim Burgess came back and said, well, the special song... see, this is
was Do Nothing? Was it Do Nothing?
No. My Lips Are Sealed by the band after. Jesus, my memory lets it down.
It's all right.
No, the Specials.
Just go with
What's
it.
the lead singer of the Specials?
Terry Hall.
Terry Hall's band after the Specials released a single called My Lips Are Sealed, and I'd done that with Tim Burgess, and then we'd done It Must Be Love after that. And it was funny because I was playing the opening riff to It Must Be Love. And Tim leaned in. He said, "What's the first line?" He said, "When do I come in?" I said, and I went, "Ding, ding, 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 ding." I said, "Now." And he smashed it. I mean, he smashed it. But I forget, they're great mates. Suggs, yeah. For years, I've been best mates.
Met Tim once. I did a show in, what's that thing called? It's the festival. You got me at it now.
Yeah.
Fuck me, Deano.
What's the venue in East London? It's the most famous. It's a charity event, so it's good to get the name.
In Maidstone, not Maidstone, Scagness, the Butlins.
Minehead.
Yeah, Minehead.
Yeah.
What's the thing they do? The big Britpop thing. It's massive. Shine on. Right, play from that.
Yeah.
I've met Tim Burgess once before. Shine On Festival. He's dressing
so
room.
Nice, man.
His dressing room was next door to mine.
Go on.
Because he brung out a book and he was doing like a bit of a Q&A thing. And then later on in the evening he was performing. But I met him briefly and then he asked me if I would show his little boy some magic and that. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Really?
Got a really cool photo as well, man.
Yeah,
but,
he's such a lovely bloke.
But you've been around and, mate, there's some iconic photos of you with people. For instance, one of you and Liam.
Liam, yeah, blimey. Yeah, well, Debbie is Liam's other half. I met years ago, Volly Slaney from the Rifles. So met Debbie, and then she got with Liam, and this is like 15 years ago when I first met Liam at the Boogaloo Bar in Highgate.
Know it well.
Jerry
Very
O'Boyle
well.
and John Keane. So we're down there with Rifles. Were playing a Christmas show there, which we did every year. It's moved on now. It's the 100 Club, but we always played Boogaloo Bar. So Liam came down and was up in the dressing room, upstairs in Jerry's front room. Jerry O'Boyle runs the Boogaloo. So Liam come up and goes, "All right, Deano." And I had pretty green leather jacket on. I'll never forget. It's my idol standing right in front of me. You know, it's the loveliest geezer you'll ever meet. And he goes, "Yeah, Deano, what's going on here, man?" He goes, "You got that leather jacket on I couldn't get from Pretty Green." And he grabbed it like that. He said, "Top jacket." He goes, "Mate, I'll get you some more stuff as well." And he came down, sat next to me when we've done the Rifles, done the gig in the Boogaloo. And Liam just sat right there. And then after, we had a lock-in with Jerry. And then we ended up back, Liam said, "Come back to my house." So we ended up back at Liam's house. And we went on to like 4 or 5 in the morning. There was loads of people there. We were playing guitar and piano. My brother was there. Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah.
See, I couldn't have hired an after party like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
can you imagine me there performing card tricks at 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
brilliant.
boy.
He's a lovely
He
bloke.
is, though. I've met
He's
him.
the best, man.
I was with Cole Barrett from Libertines,
Another
and we were in
legend.
Highgate, and I saw Liam, which I at the time I thought it was someone who looked like Liam, right?
Yeah.
And then he walked past, and he was like, "All right, lad," like that, and I was like, "Hold on."
Like
I said to Cole, it was, and he went, "Yeah." I went, "Fuck," and I didn't even say anything. Then later on, I met him and performed magic to him. And do you know what, mate? I mean, I know people always think. I mean, I say it to you all the time. I play up on the big Oasis thing on social media for a laugh, just for a crack, because I enjoy having a laugh.
Yeah.
But he was just one of the loveliest guys I've met. In terms of meeting your heroes, I mean, everyone knows Well as my all-time hero.
Yeah.
When I met Liam, it was like, what a moment. And what an absolute gentleman he is, man.
When you get him in that kind of company as you did, we was in Jerry's in the Highgate Inn. So we sat there and just chatting because Debbie was there and Katie, and we was just chatting and that. And when you get him on your own, he's hilarious. I remember Noel Gallagher on Parkinson's interviewed Marky Parkinson, and he said to Noel, "What's Liam like?" And Noel even said, "He's the funniest geezer you'll ever be in company with." And then when we was in the Highgate Inn, he was exactly that. He's hilarious, great company, superb.
He is, and Noel's got a great sense of humour as well.
I've
They
never
all
met
have,
Noel,
man.
I'd love to meet Noel. Yeah.
You all right?
Is it beers? Is it a box of beers? Yeah, no, mate. When you get him on in his own company, because Dennis used to have lock-ins in the Highgate Inn. Liam don't go there anymore, but we would go down. He's moved away, but when you get him in his own company, as you experienced,
He was beautiful, man.
He's beautiful. As you say, you look at him, you think, Christ, you look like Liam Gallagher. You are Liam Gallagher, and it's like. It's just like, Deano, get Deano a baby Guinness, man. It's all that baby Guinness. Just the loveliest geezer.
People often look at me and think I'm you.
Oh, no, I've had that to think I'm you. So, yeah. Separated at birth. Yeah.
Oh, man. But I've never asked you this. All-time favourite band?
My all-time... Well, it's
Never
the Doors.
asked you.
It's the Doors.
Is it?
Well, I played piano since I was 7.
Yeah.
I got into the Doors when I was 16. When the film came out with Val Kilmer in 1991, so I was 15, 16. But I've been playing piano since 1982, so I've been playing... I was at grade 5 by the time 1991, learning classical piano. And I got into the Doors, Ray Daniel Manzurek, and on 2/12, 1939, my hero, Raymond Manzurek. So I spent 8 hours a day just playing all the Doors stuff indoors, obsessed with them. I put every single album. I had 160 Doors albums in the end of bootlegs. Back then in the 90s, you could buy bootlegs and vinyl and CD. So I just got into that's my favourite all-time bands, the Doors.
Was the piano the first instrument you ever learned?
Yeah, the first I was 7.
Because you are a multi-talented musician, aren't you?
I wouldn't say that.
No. But what I mean by that is you can play you can play piano, piano and keyboard. They're not the same.
Yeah, no,
but they're similar. But because I made the mistake when I was sort of growing up, I thought, well, if you could play the keyboard, you can play the piano. Because I used to do music at school, and I could play the keyboard, right?
Yeah.
But it's totally different ballgame.
Yeah. I mean, you go to Moogs and Roland, Juno 108, side of 108, Juno at home. And so I learnt classical piano, then I got into keyboards, synthesizers, which the Killers brought back to life years later.
You're a good guitarist as
well,
though.
When you sit in front of a Hammond, a real Hammond's down at the barn. You've been down the barn at Weller's, and you go down. There's a real Weller's got a real Hammond there. So that you've got your feet going down at the bottom. You've got the Leslie switch for the Leslie cabinets, and you've got the lower drawbars, the upper drawbars. It's an actual work of art. It's completely
stunning.
different sitting
It's stunning.
just on a piano. And then you get the Roland, the Junos, you bring them in and blah, blah, blah. You have to learn them again. The Moogs, you've got another world of trying to learn what they do. I mean, it's ongoing, but it's exciting. I love it.
It's mad, though. It's mad.
Yeah, you can't just learn a keyboard. It's like, you can learn to play Frere Jacques or fucking something like that. But yeah, no, these keys are and still going. You know?
I don't know if you know this, right? This is mental. I was actually in a reggae band.
Go on.
What have I told you this?
No.
I used to be in a reggae band when I was about 14, 15.
Doing what?
I played the triangle. I used to just stand at the back and ting.
Oh, fuck's sake. Mate, you won't get away with that today.
You could have that.
Yeah, I will have that.
But listen, as I said to you, music, big part of your career. I mean, the first time I actually saw you, I mean, obviously I've loved the Rifles, you know that, was when you were with Suggs. You were obviously on the stage playing the piano for when he did his songs.
Yeah.
And when I met Suggs at the end, I had a pretty green Parker on. I had the black pretty green Parker with the fur on.
Yeah.
And he actually said, he was probably one of the first people who ever said, Deano, is this your brother? Like that. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
What? I must have been about... I must have been about 18.
When
17.
was that? What
that was in Crawley, in the Hoof.
Oh, that's right.
In Crawley.
Yeah.
But that was a great story. I mean, that for you, what's that like? Sitting on the side of the stage, working with Suggs, who is an absolute legend.
It's weird because I knew his daughters from Camden first, Viva and Scarlett, and Paul Carova again introduced me to him. So we always be out in Camden, and invariably Suggs would come down to where his daughters were out in Camden, be the mixer, and then again, invariably, we end up back at Suggs's house in Tufnell Park. And he had a piano there. In the pub before, I'd be playing Madness songs and he'd sing along. Everyone at the pub loved that, of course, because he's such an extrovert. He's just brilliant at holding a crowd. And then I go back to his house. Come on, Deano, I've got a piano down here, Deano. And then we go down, we play some tunes. And then a little while later, the one-man show thing came up. And he rang me up and he said, all right, Deano, he gave me his mobile number. I've never rang him. I mean, I've just met him. I'm going to bother the man, you know. And he's, all right. I said to me, Mum, Suggs is ringing me. She went, answer. I said, hello. All right, mate. All right, Deano, Suggsy. I said, like I wouldn't know who he was, you know. He said, doing a one-man show, Deano. He said, I want you to play piano. Will you play piano for me? He said, I want you to interject. I'll tell funny stories about Madness. I want you to interject with like House of Fun or a little bit of stuff like that. Toby's going to ring you. He'll fill you in. Is that all right, Deano? I just went, yes. Put the phone down. Then Toby rang me after and filled me in. It was the most bizarre, bonkers phone call I've ever had in my life, because then 14 years and 400 theatres later, that show went round England, Australia, Geneva. I went everywhere. Yeah.
You were everywhere, man.
Everywhere with him. And he's the best geezer to hang around with, I'll tell you. Yeah.
And am I right in saying that you're coming back with that next year?
Yeah, next year. It'll be next year. Yeah. It's a new show being written now, and apparently I've got more lines in it of speaking. So I was a bit nervous about Suggs, man. You know what I mean? I've actually sat on the piano, even 300 gigs in, sat on the grand piano. It's just me on the grand piano and Suggs. So I'm sitting there. I've got the script in front of me like that, just in case he forgets a couple of words, which is very unusual if he does. And when you're sat at a grand piano, your fingers are reflected into the polished Steinway, you know. And I think, don't look at them, because now I've got 4 pairs of hands. You look up and think, that's Suggs for Madness. Even 300 gigs in.
Surreal, isn't it?
It's very surreal. It used to be my wall growing up. All the Madness were on my wall growing up, you know. And if he ever forgets a little line or something, he'd come over and go, so that's what it is. And he looks at me, and with the cameras, he'd go to me like that and wink. And I go, Suggs, do you remember you was at a Halloween party? He goes, yes, I do, Deano. Stop fucking interrupting me. And he carries on. I've gone wrong on the piano. He goes, hang on. Keyboard players had a vodka and coke over here. And he comes over, I've gone wrong. Of course, you're going to go wrong over 400 gigs.
Sure.
I'm really gone wrong. He goes, bloody hell, Deano, I shouldn't have given that extra vodka. He goes, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it was 1979. I was back, man. It's professional.
Oh, he's a character. Yeah. I think, you know, there's only one Suggs, isn't there? No one else to do what he does.
The best blokes, I didn't really realise one of my heroes become such a good friend. I mean, and his family, Viva, Scarlett Burton, Steve, and all of them. He
obviously, I know Chrissy Boy from the band.
Absolutely.
Really well. Really good friend of mine.
Brighton Boy.
When they played, when they played, still there. When they played Belfast, they wanted my son up on stage, and I jumped up with him, and Suggs come up to me and gave me a big hug. And then I saw him again last year, and he did a little trick to my son with fag papers on his hands.
Suggs did? Yeah. Oh, what? Dropping
Yeah, he goes, fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul, and then they come back. It's just
that one.
Kids trick, and my son loved it. But he told me that next time I saw you, he told me a story, but I want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, as they say.
Go on.
You were in a hotel that was a little bit haunted, weren't you?
Bloody hell. Yeah, this true story. Shrewsbury, the Prince Rupert in Shrewsbury. The Rupert in Shrewsbury. And we went back to the hotel after the gig, and there was friends and family there of Suggs, and we wanted a drink in the bar after. We got back to the Rupert, and bless him, the bar was shut, you know. So Suggs said, come to my room, we'll have a drink in my room. So we went up there, we got pizza delivered, and we wrote a tune together, and Suggs wrote all the lyrics on the pizza box, which I've still got the pizza box.
Rock and roll memorabilia, that is, mate.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's your pension.
Yeah, that's mine forever, I'll tell you. And it's really good stuff he wrote down. And it got about 3 a.m, and I said, right, I better get to my room. The most haunted hotel in Shrewsbury. Most haunted, have been there. Yvette Fielding and all that. And I said, right, I'm in room number 1 of this hotel. At this point, I didn't know it was the most haunted room in the hotel. So I said, all right, so come out of Suggs' room, and as the corridor ended about where you are, a corridor went adjacent that way. So it's all right, Deano, see you in the morning. And I've been playing guitar as well, writing this tune, so we might have been loud. And then suddenly a door slammed down there. And we heard footsteps go, from the distance, boom, 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 boom. About to turn the corner, because my room was to the left, and Suggs went, shit, like, have we been too loud? And the footsteps stopped. And the adjacent corridor is a T-junction, if you like. He went like that, let's have a look. So I walked to the end, literally about 8 to 10 feet, looked right, no one there. And I went, well, I ain't going back to my room. I said, I'm staying in your room. He had a chaise lounge in his room. I said, I'm staying on that, mate. He went, we were both dumbfounded because no one there. I mean, the footsteps got so loud and stopped. There's someone standing there then, and there wasn't. So I stayed in his room, and in the morning, Anne rang him. Anne rings him every day. And he went, hello, Anne. All right, yeah. And I went, all right, Anne. And Anne went, what's Deano doing in your room? And he went, look, it's a long story, I'll explain later. And he said he had to keep on my chaise lounge because we heard a ghost yesterday. Went down the following morning to the, what was that? Oh, is that Alexa in here?
I heard that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
What was that? Someone just spoke.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? It was Alexa.
But there ain't one here.
There ain't one in here. Is it my phone?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Was it? Did you phone?
Hang on. No. It's not. No, my phone ain't got Alexa. What the fuck?
My phone's over there.
So it wouldn't have picked you up.
That's fucking freaky.
What the fuck?
That is fucking mental.
Fucking hell. Because we went down in the morning to reception and told him our experience, what I just told you. And the geezer, he said, oh no, yeah, the most haunted have been here. It's the most haunted hotel in Shrewsbury. He said, we get reports all of the time in this hotel. And it's family run, the Rupert in Shrewsbury. He said, yeah, my dad run it before me and my granddad run it before me. What the fuck was that?
That is fucking freaky. How weird is that though? That we were talking about that, and
my phone don't do Alexa.
Neither does mine.
Where did that come from?
I don't even want to know. I've watched far too many scary films.
I ain't joking either.
And I know how stuff ends up. Fuck that.
That was weird. As I'm talking about,
but talking about comedy gold, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that was weird.
Hold on. You answer it. It's for you.
Hello, mate. Yeah, I want the reception. I'm at the Rupert. That was weird, man.
Fuck me.
What happened
but
there?
Right, I've got to try and get back on track here.
Yeah, where
that
were
fucked
we?
me up. Do you know what? Let's go to the rifles because
I'm confused now.
No, that fucking done me.
Why did we hear that voice?
I heard it there.
Yeah, but my phone doesn't do it.
Maybe it was the picture.
Yeah.
By the way, what a photo that is. That
is in the alley of Tommy McGuinness's Marquis in Chandos Place,
which
Covent
you
Garden.
can find Deano there every other day.
Well, I pop in every now and then. I think I try to. When I'm passing, I pop in. You see. So me and Ben were in the alley. And
that was before Oasis.
He was going to Oasis that night. Nadine was there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she took the photo, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Done a bit of magic trick in the alley, but the perspective of it all.
Oh, it's a fucking shot.
Yeah, Tommy said he put it up. So
and the photo.
And you can watch him. He's a lively lad. And
that's a great shot.
Yeah, we're going to be in Deano's den in the Marquis. I've got that cartoon of me in Deano's den.
That's it.
I look better as a cartoon. And
Luke done that, didn't he?
No, my brother done it.
Joel?
Scott.
No, there's a.
Scott done it on online. He made it a picture of me. Made it a cartoon.
No, but didn't Luke do a
Oh yeah, Luke. Sorry, yeah, Luke done Deano.
He done the one with
the other end of the pub.
paper.
Yeah, the newspaper. As you come in the door from the front, it's on your left above the fireplace, and I'm also behind the bar.
Oh, hey. Yeah, and you're often at the bar.
This one's coming up as well. I said to Tommy the other week, I said, hello mate, I've known him 25 years, Tommy. I said, all right mate, it's right, Deano. I said, yeah. I said, I've got another picture of me I would have put up. He said, oh. I said, it's me and Ben in the Your Alley, and I sent him. I weren't in there actually. I sent him a picture of it online. He went, "Oh, that's going up. That's going up. That's going up."
Wicked.
And
man.
I did take it up recently, but Tommy weren't around. But I'm taking there tonight.
Of course you are.
So I thought we're leaving home this morning. Might as well sign the glass, and then because I'm not going to see you for a while.
No, man.
Being in Ireland, if I come to Ireland, but yeah, so that'll go up in Deano's den.
Are you're back on tour with the Rifles?
You've
been doing a bit with them, haven't you, recently?
Yeah, we're doing middle of May. We're doing a gig in Brentwood, a festival in Brentwood headlining.
Brilliant.
That's in middle of May. and then Comedia, Brighton. And Chrissy Boy, I was messaged.
Yeah.
He rang me the other day, actually. He was telling me how he ain't been very well and stuff. And he ain't been on tour with Madness.
That's it, bless him.
So end of August, I'll invite him again. I'll let you know.
I'll come down to that.
Yeah, come down to that. It's the Comedia, Bank Holiday August.
I've performed in Comedia last
Have
year.
you?
But do you know what? This time last year, because then I went to Spain after, and Chrissy
Oh,
Boy's
maybe
come
he
to the
goes to
show.
Spain, yeah.
Yeah.
What, did Chris go out to Spain?
No, Chrissy come to the Brighton show.
Yeah, right, he was top, man.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's one of
What
the
a
good
lovely
guys,
bloke.
man. There's so many.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what? You
Another
meet
hero
people,
of mine,
Do you know,
you
same
know
as
what
that,
I mean?
right? He followed me on Twitter for a long time. And I thought to myself, no, it can't be him.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because there's so many fake accounts in that. And I messaged him one day and I said, look, I'm in Brighton. He goes, do you fancy meeting up for a drink? And I went, no, fucking
Chris
can't be.
Madness, man.
And I went and met him and he was just a beautiful soul.
Yeah,
An
what a
absolute
lovely
beautiful
bloke.
soul.
So unassuming. You know what I mean? All them guitar licks.
And do you know what I love about him? And I think he loves it as well. He could walk anywhere. And only if you knew, you would know it's him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like we've got a distinctive look, Deano.
Yeah,
You know, we could walk anywhere and people will say, well, if it ain't Liam and Noel, is it? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Where he could blend in anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's just a normal
They could be
person.
standing next to him and not actually know it's
Because
he probably likes that.
do you want to know something funny? He come to watch me when I supported the Brian Jonestown, right? And
I remember that.
One of my friends...
Was that in Brighton?
That was in Concord 2.
Concord, yeah,
right?
I know.
And we did 3 nights there, and they sold out 3 nights. And obviously, I was the full support act on. I think we
On all
did
3 nights.
no, the whole tour. I did
of course, it's the whole
17,
tour, wasn't it?
17, 18 shows with him on the tour bus, UK and Ireland. And one of my friends come to the show, and they were having a chat. We were in the Grand Hotel before, the one from Quadrophenia and that, yeah. And they're having a chat, and Chrissy says to my friend, so what sort of music you into? He goes, oh, do you know what? I like all sorts. But bands I love are like The Specials, Madness, like Oasis and that. And then he goes, so what do you like? He goes, oh, I'll just play music. And he goes, oh yeah, what do you play? He goes, I just play guitar in a band, right? And he goes, what band? He goes, you wouldn't have heard of them like that, mucking about, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm in Madness, and my mate goes, yeah. And he looks at me, I went, yeah, he is, mate. He's like one of the founding members, and he's like, no, and I'm like,
absolutely, yeah,
it is. And then my mate done his research and was like, fucking hell, I was standing at a bar with him and all that.
Fantastic. He weren't like, I'm Chris Foreman from one of the loveliest geezers.
He really is, man.
Yeah.
And we've been very lucky to have been around people like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Rifles lads. They're a great cracking bunch of lads.
They're
as well,
blinding.
aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely blinding. Yeah, going back, we're playing the Comedy at the end of August, and I'm going to invite Chris along if he can make it or not. But the Rifles I've been with 18 years. What are we now? 2020, October 2008.
Let's talk about
I've been playing
that debut album from them.
I
have it. Honestly, when people speak to me about my top 5 albums,
I've seen you put it on your socials.
Many times, Deano.
Yeah,
that is in my top 3 easily,
and
along
mine,
with Setting Suns.
Yeah,
and do you know what? I would probably say. It's a toss. No, it is, but No Love Lost is definitely always in there. Always in there. Do you know what? The second thinking about it, if you put a gun to my head, it would probably be Here Now.
Well, Be Here Now.
Not many people go for that. They don't think it's that, but for me, that's one of my favourite. Or Dig Out Your Soul.
Dig Out Your Soul.
Underrated.
Absolutely. Yeah, the underrated albums.
100%. But that debut album from the Rifles.
Yeah.
It is like a greatest hits of albums.
It is really is.
It is fucking
the first night
mate.
at Electric Ballroom, which is in November, sold out 1,500, and we put on a second night now.
They've got a great following.
So the second night that will sell as well. So No Love Lost is a big fan favourite. You know what I mean? So we're doing about 10, 12 dates up and down the country: Newcastle, Glasgow, Manchester, 2 nights in London. Are we doing Brighton?
I think so.
We're doing a Comedy in August.
So.
Are we? I can't remember now.
Mate. But I know, I can't think of how long ago it was, but you did, each night you did a different album.
Oh, yeah.
This was maybe 5, 6 years ago.
Islington, Gary.
Yes. Yeah. And each night
was No Love Lost. Tuesday was Great Escape. Wednesday was Freedom Run. I was on tour with Suggs, so I missed the whole.
I went to the Freedom Run, I think. Because Grant messaged me. Yeah. Well, I messaged Grant. So as you know, I know all the boys anyway.
Yeah, unit.
And I remember,
you set your watch to Grant. I'm telling you. I tell you, that man, that geezer does not drop a beat. I'm telling you.
I remember mucking about. Right, Grant was in there. He said, "Help yourself to a drink and all that." Which at that time, you know what it's like. It's like putting your hand in a piranha's fish tank. It's like you don't. Back in the day, you don't say help yourself to me, mate. But I remember as soon as they went out, I think they went out to do something. I think they were signing merch or something.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought it would be funny to try and turn the sofas upside down. Because I recently watched a documentary. Oh, fuck, I was steaming.
Might have had a drink, boy.
I was fucking gone, mate. This was about 6 years ago.
Let's turn the sofas over.
I watched the documentary. I watched the documentary, and I think it was The Who or something. Was it Keith Moon?
Yeah.
Turned everything in this hotel upside down.
Oh, right.
I think so.
Really?
So in my head, I thought, right, this will be hilarious, right?
Funny.
So I'm standing upright and I'm lifting this sofa up and I've turned one over and then I've gone to the other. Next thing you know, the doorman's come in, right? And he's looked at me and gone, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
mate, little dressing room bit there.
Yeah. And he's come in and gone, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry, mate, it'll be a laugh, right? And I got booted out of the fucking dressing room. So I'm outside. I went, Grant,
because you get booted out to the street from there.
I got kicked out of the fucking dressing room, mate. Yeah. It was in my head. I thought it'd be funny, man.
Yeah.
But
no, it is funny, my book. But
not everyone saw it like that, Deano.
But I was gutted. I missed them 5 dates because buses gigs come along like. Buses
of course they do, mate.
Bloody hell, to Suggs had a tour planned, and then the Rifles, the venue availability, they were doing an album a night. But I was away with Suggs, and it was
one of my favourite live bands as well. I've seen DMA
Rifles,
100%, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's a big party night.
It's the crowd as well.
The crowd are amazing, yeah. They've had a drink in the day. I look out and all moshing and
I don't understand how you do this, Dino, right? So you crack me up. You do a sound check.
Yeah.
And then you put... People who are listening, who follow Dino on social media will know. You put like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be in this pub at this time. And I just think, how the fuck can you do that? Like,
I find it quite easy, but I literally walk next door. I like to find the nearest pub within Manchester, Newcastle, Glasgow. It's King Tut's. We stay in King Tut's. But the nearest pub to the venue, I'll go.
You ain't got far to stumble.
After sound check, I'll go down there because all the the Rifles fans are going to be in this. So I've met so many friends. I've still got friends now by doing that. And you go in there and you have a drink with them, and then we're on at 9.
So you leave the pub at about
the latest
5 to 9.
5 to 9. I've literally got to walk next door because you can imagine up and down England, there's amazing pubs. You could walk 20 minutes and find a beautiful pub by the river, or if you're up in Newcastle. But then I think, well, if I look, I've got to go. I've got to get back in 25 minutes. That's now a black cab. Well, not up in Newcastle, but
Uber.
So the nearest pub to the venue is the place to go because all the fans are going in. The Rifles fans are in there, and I've met so many friends. I've still got friends, as I say.
You're. I put it this way.
I put it on my Twitter.
I mean, everyone, like my mum, my wife, they all say it. Everybody loves Dino, and you must feel that as well, though. You've got a hell of a lot of love. You're a man of the people, Dino. Well, and I'm not just saying it because you're sitting in front of me. You are a man of the people, and what I like about you. Is you've got so much time for everyone because you are you're a fan as well at the end of the day. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You're one of them.
I was a fan of the band before I played with them. I was their roadie for 2 years. Well, about 18 months. Ollie Slaney said, you want a roadie for the Rifles? Because my brother Scott got me into them, and Bull and Gate in Kentish, we went up to see them, and my brother Scott said, you've got to come and see this band. Ollie he's managing, they're brilliant. And I remember going up and hearing Peace and Quiet, Holiday in the Sun, but people don't play that live anymore. I thought they're amazing. Met Joel and all the band, like Rob, Grant and Luke, etc. Next thing, as life transpired, I become their roadie about 1.5 years, but I wasn't very good at it because Joel's left-handed. Right? See, I remember we was in somewhere up north somewhere, and Joel broke a string. I'm the only roadie.
And you strung it up like a right-hander.
Right-hander, yeah. So he'd say EADGBE, so he broke a G, but up the other way, I put a D D on it. I mean, I ballsed it.
Aye.
So he went, "What are you doing to me?" Because he's strumming that way, isn't he? And they realised Dean's not very good at roadieing. And then I said, if you ever need keys, I'll do it for you. But I spent a lot of time from touring as their only roadie. And then Great Escape came out, which included strings and a lot more piano. And Joe rang me up in September 2008 and said, "Do you want to come on tour?" And I thought he meant roadieing again. I said, "Yeah." He said, "No, we need keys now. But get to the premises in Hackney. We're rehearsing down there. But you're on keys now, you're coming on tour." And I went on tour for 6 weeks supporting Paul Weller for the biggest arenas I've ever, NEC, it was the NEC then, playing. 1 minute I'm a van driver, the next minute
you're playing.
I'm playing, supporting Paul Weller at the NEC in Birmingham, because all the Paul Weller's crowd came in, and it was mind blowing. I mean,
is that when you all done Eaton Rifles as well at one of them?
Yeah, we do it. When we were supporting him, we didn't. But when he done Eaton Rifles, that was February 2008. I joined him in September 2008.
Right.
But we did slip Eaton Rifles into the set after that.
Right.
I was actually going to say to Luke, I haven't asked him yet because we're doing the Electric Ballroom. I was going to say to Luke, because Luke speaks to Paul all the time. So I was like, get him up for Eaton Rifles at the Electric Ballroom. I don't know. I haven't asked him yet, but Paul's probably very busy. But
he's got a tour coming up. I think
he's
playing.
He's actually.
I'm seeing him in Belfast. He's playing Custom House Square. That'd be cool to see.
Is that a good venue? Like
outdoors, mate.
Outdoors,
beautiful.
Yeah,
I've seen. It's Madness. I saw Madness there.
Oh, was that where
a
that
few other
gig
people?
was?
Yeah,
right,
because
right.
the way it's laid out is the floor is slightly at an angle, so
Right.
no matter where you are, you can see the
Got
stage.
a view.
It's fucking stunning, mate.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah.
But
I'll come over and stay at your house.
Yeah.
See his face.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Drops,
all right.
Yeah, we must do that. Yeah. Nadine, I'm coming round your house. Yeah. That's it. Back on track.
Coming back now. Listen, you talking about pubs. You know all sorts of pubs, and I've actually got a very funny story.
Yeah.
I went to London Dungeons. Right.
I love London Dungeons.
With Nadine. Right.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, when I was back drinking. And you didn't say enjoy this or that. You just said, the first thing you said to me was, make sure you go into the pub they've got after.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
The piano plays itself.
I told, exactly. And I said to Nadine, Deano's just said, and she was like, what? I was like, apparently, right, Deano, it ended up being a fucking session, mate. Because they give you a token, I think. I think you get a token for a drink.
In there.
And then you buy a few, mate, we must have been in there for ages. And they were like, there's other people. I was like, don't worry about that.
It's obviously a tourist thing. You got a lot of, so we get,
So it's
like
like
Laura when they were
drinking.
chatting to the tourists and all that. And the bar staff all dressed up in old.
That's it, that's
the
it.
piano's playing itself in the corner.
That's it.
But for
The
once,
skeleton.
I need one of them for the Rifles tour. I mean,
Or in case you fall off the stage again.
Yeah, it's what?
In case you fall off the stage again.
You never know. Yeah, that was Portsmouth
Fuck,
Wedgwood.
that was
lovely at the Wedgwoods. Yeah,
that was bad.
Yeah, it slipped at the back. Yeah, and went. Yeah. Joe thought I was dead.
Do you know what? You are so, look, even you would say yourself, you were so lucky, mate.
Yeah. What it was, remember at school when someone moved your chair behind you and you fell on your ass? That's never funny. It was never funny. I was doing Romeo and Julie, so I stood up, get the mic and play the harmonica on Romeo and Julie, moved big stool. I didn't have a lot of room and I thought, oh, there's my beer. So I went to pick my beer up. I went to sit on the stool I just moved and went. And luckily, I grabbed the stool, spun in midair, and went parallel and fell down the back of the venue. Because if I had fell straight back, I would have broke my neck.
You would have been gone, mate.
My neck would have been broken. And Joel came over. He said, "I thought you were dead." And I came round in the dressing room, and everyone's looking at me. Because the last memory I had, I was getting my harmonica ready, and then everyone's looking at me, and the nurse going, "Look at my eye, and all that." And then
So you were out cold.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes. Yeah, and Joel thought I was dead. And then I rang Laura, the girlfriend. She came down to Portsmouth Hospital, and Derek D'Souza,
Yes.
he drove me to Portsmouth Hospital. And it was obviously very busy in there, but it was established I was fine and I went home. But yeah, nothing to do with the venue. It's just, it was my fault, but yeah, quite frightening.
You
Could have
mean-
been worse.
So
yeah.
just recap. You said straight after that you went home. You mean you didn't go to a pub after?
No, it was quite.
It must have been fucking bad, mate.
Yeah. Laura drove down and got me. Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
lovely. I remember when we went to Putney and I watched
Yeah,
Fulham.
the Half Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her in there, innit?
No, but I was in when I invited you to come down. Do you remember to the Golden Lion in Putney? When I went to watch Fulham and you come down.
Oh, God.
You come down.
They wouldn't let us in.
We're all dancing on the table.
I'm Tottenham. But Ben said to the governor on the door, he went, because they know you. You went, no, they're friends of mine. That's how we got in the Fulham pub.
That's it. Yeah. And then I said
we
to the DJ.
With you.
We did, mate. I remember saying to the DJ, play this for Deano, right? He goes on tour with Suggs and that. And then all of a sudden it was like, ding, ding,
Must Be Love came on, yeah. And the Fulham fans were going nuts because they just
got promoted. We just won as champions.
Yeah.
Mate, that was a great...
You nick a bit of grass off the pitch.
Yes. No one knows about that. Thanks very much.
Anyway, what nice weather we're having.
I remember I was on my hands and knees, right, cutting up a bit, and this geezer goes...
Yeah, Ben was on camera kissing one of the Fulham players.
Oh, yeah.
Carving up the fucking...
that's it. I was on the pit. I was on the side hugging Tom Kearney. Now, I didn't proper carve it up. I just ripped up. I ripped up a bit. Yeah. No, that was something else. That was something else. No, I've still got it in a tin. I just went like that. I picked up a load of, because I said, fuck, it's the end of the season. So I remember I was on my hands and knees. I got my keys out, right? And I put my key in, right? And the bloke went, what you doing with the under 18s? I've got a cup game next week, for fuck's sake. Right, so I took my keys back in my pocket and I've just literally grabbed a load of the grass. I remember showing you it.
Yeah, going, I do, yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, in the celebration.
I remember showing the Dean when I went home. She went, what the fucking hell's that?
She wasn't impressed as I was.
She didn't give a shit, mate.
I was really impressed.
I've done all right there. Thanks for grassing me up.
I need a wee. So I quickly go for a
wee. Go on. We'll cut it.
Take the mic with
no, take the mic. As I said, you love your music, rifles, but also you got your own project, mate, with Regency.
Yeah.
And there was a point where you were bringing out a new single every fucking...
Still doing it. Yeah.
How many have you brought out now?
What we're in now, March. It's April now. In March last month, 60 singles in 60 months.
That's
a single a month.
That's some
no band has ever done it. We started lockdown November 2020. We brought out Buffalo Stance, a cover with Paul Korova rapping on it.
What a tune, by the way.
What a great
fucking
tune.
Brilliant.
And Dana Cherry heard it and we got the nod from her, which was nice because she rehearsed in Pulse Studios in Walthamstow and Toby works there, played her it and she liked it. So we got a nod from her, which was incredible.
There's a video on YouTube of you and the Rifles lads playing it.
Yeah, that's great.
That's
2009.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I go, there's two things of yours that when me and the missus, we have like a music...
Doing it again. Is it mine?
Don't even fucking start. We're not even saying anything for it to answer.
No.
Anyway, so when me and the missus have like a music night.
Yeah.
We will, each take it in turns to go on YouTube. And there's two things that you're in. And one of them is that one with the Rifles, Buffalo Stance.
Yeah.
And the other one is when you're in a pub and you're playing Peace and Quiet on the piano. And you've got like a monkey jacket on.
Really?
Yeah, a bloke. I'm not sure what it's about.
I've done that quite.
Something about Great British Pubs or something. It's just you and the boozer.
Oh, what? Chelsea Dan?
No, it's not him. It's some other bloke. And it's like, right, this is Deano from the
Britain's Lost Living Pub.
Think so. That's it.
Yeah.
And you're
Pelton
just like,
Arms.
oh, I know. It's fucking
Pelton
brilliant.
Arms in Greenwich. Yeah.
Brilliant, mate.
Yeah, it's an easy song to play on the piano and brilliant hook. Joel wrote it.
Would you ever consider bringing out? I know you've brung your own music out before, but would you ever consider doing something with your... I mean, everyone knows you for It Must Be Love. Everyone knows that.
I bore
but
people
would you
with
never...
that.
No, but I wouldn't say you boy. You bring a lot of joy.
When I'm in a pub, it's an easy song. It's a great song to play because it's instantly recognisable for the opening riff.
So would you bring out a Christmas album? Like Chaz and Dave used to bring out stuff, right?
Chaz and Dave.
Deano's Christmas sing-song. It Must Be Love. It Must Be Love.
Well, sing along.
Peace and Quiet. Sing along with Deano.
Like Max Bygraves did. Yeah.
Wait.
Sing along with Dean.
I'm telling you. And if it happens, I don't want much. 25%.
I'll give you. A little bit less than that, but I'll sort you out.
Give you a free copy.
Yeah.
But you didn't do many live shows with Regency.
No, we can't. No, it's difficult because
get everyone together.
Guitarist is a black cab driver. He lives in Norfolk. George, our drummer, he's actually drums for Tim Burgess in his solo band, and George is about 5 bands. And then me and Scott, but everyone's so far apart.
It's just getting everyone tied down.
It's impossible to. Yeah, it's a shame really. We'd do far more if we could.
How many have you done?
Well, as Regency, we've done quite a few over the years, but not as much as.
Because I did. Do you remember you done Covent Garden?
Yeah, he was the compare.
I was the compare.
Yeah. That was when
Mays.
Andy was alive. Andy was alive then, wasn't he?
Darren Connett, Mays.
Roger's band from Derby, the Velocets.
Yeah.
He was comparing doing tricks in between. Phil Smith was DJing.
Yes.
Well, now Oasis, he's back with Oasis on.
Is he?
tour.
Yeah.
He's DJing and not roadie, and he's Noel's personal assistant.
Yeah.
But because Phil Smith started with the Roses
he's
and
a nice
Oasis
lad,
back
yeah.
in the day, and he went around the world with Oasis and the Roses, and he came
And
back.
he took that. Do you know he took that iconic photo of Liam on the
The one on the aeroplane.
Yeah.
I didn't know because I meet him now and again in Highgate. He's lovely, Phil, lives in Highgate. And I said, "Was that?" I said about that picture you just said, Liam lighting that cigarette. He says, "Yeah, I took that photo." He's told me stories that will never be ever heard.
Oh.
Nothing untoward.
No, but
he's just been on tour with the Roses. He said, "I went around the world with the Roses." He goes, "I come back," and Coyley goes to me, "Got this new band, Oasis." He goes, "Who the fuck are they?" He goes, "Well, they're going on tour." And he didn't know, obviously. He said, he goes, "Our kid said we're going to get Phil on." So Phil, he said, "I come back from world tour of the Roses and then went straight back on tour with Oasis." And we had no idea how much it was going to blow up. He said, because it's Liam's, as character he is. He said everyone fell in love with it, and Noel, all of them. He said, he said, I turned to Coyley. He went, he'd been around the world with the Roses with Coyley. He went, "It's happening again. It's happening again." We wake up every morning. Liam's on the front page in Japan. It's happening again. So we just had the Roses, and then he came back. He knew Manny. He lived with Manny.
God bless him.
God bless him. Yeah. He said Manny was. I met Manny once. He was a beautiful man, very briefly, but he was lovely. And Phil said, "Off I went round the world to go with Oasis." So this last tour, Phil's Noel's best friend. She said, "Come on, you're coming on tour." Phil was in the helicopter when they flew to Nebworth.
That's it.
Yeah.
Even in
and
the
only
documentary,
only the hardcore were allowed in the helicopter.
That's
It's
it.
Phil Smith, man.
Aye.
And you get with him in the pub, man. He'd tell you stories that would never be in the press or nothing untoward. Just brilliant stories.
I've sat with him many a time when I've done stuff.
Yeah,
gentleman,
and
man.
he's lovely.
He is.
Top man.
He is,
And
man.
I look at him and I think, you've done what all we've wanted. But he was friends with Noel and Liam before they were famous. So it's just his life.
It's just,
It's just his life.
100%, mate.
Yeah, top man, yeah.
But listen, what you got coming up then, mate?
Well,
apart from going to the Marquis.
Yeah, we'll take
Right.
that. Yeah, listen, this is going on the wall in Deano's den in the Marquis. Tommy just messaged me. Should we see what you I told him I was with you. Right, hang on. Let's see what Tommy's saying. Here we go. Tommy McGuinness. That's me, Mrs. Right.
You've got some editing to do on this,
because
boy.
I've done a podcast with Tommy in his pub about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's out tomorrow.
Right.
It's up on Spotify, brother.
Whoa. No plugging anyone else, for fuck's sake.
On Ben's show, plugging me own.
Listen, none of that shit, mate.
He said, not sure if you're in the Mitre, brother, where we're going after.
Yeah.
But I'm that way, banking, so I'll stick my nut in off the off chance. Shall I ring him? Come on, let's ring him, man. Let's ring live on air.
Stick him on loud.
Don't ignore me.
But the first thing he says is, "All right, brother."
Yeah.
Oh, he's done him. He's left him hanging.
He's
Left him hanging.
I think he sent me that about half hour ago, though, when he was banking.
He's left him hanging.
This will make him laugh when he sees this.
No one likes
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen, for the cameras, we are ringing Tommy McGuinness for the Marquis in Chandos Place,
And he's.
and he's blowing me
Do
out.
you know why he ain't answered?
No.
You still haven't paid that fucking bill.
Well, anyway, let's cut him off. Tell you what I was saying was, what it was. I'm waiting for Alexa to talk.
So, no, don't start that shit again.
Actually, I'll keep it because he'll see I've missed the call, and he might ring back. But he's in the Mitre around the corner. I told you I was going around. That was at 5 to 4. I was an hour ago. So there you go. Tommy, bring me back.
Deano, in a nutshell, the last 10 seconds.
Hang on. Yeah, no, I'm over here. Yeah, go on. Campo. Hello? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
There you go. Are we finishing? No, we're not finishing. It's only 5 hours we've been talking.
Dino, listen,
quick,
mate.
doesn't it? When
It
you're
does
chatting.
when you have fun. You know
Yeah,
that, mate.
having
Honestly,
fun.
I could. By the way, put the rumour to bed. We ain't related.
No, we're not related, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm the better-looking brother that came out.
But talking about that,
how weird was that?
right? So, obviously, friend of ours, Russell Hastings.
Yeah.
I was chatting to him earlier, and he was outside.
Yeah.
And how weird's this? You're actually both related.
I'm related.
And you've never
to
known this. You've never known this.
I'm actually related to Russell Hastings. Russell was doing a podcast before I arrived here, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm outside with Russell. We got chatting, and we worked out family-wise, we're actually related. So, excuse me, he's my second cousin, or he's married to my second cousin.
I feel like Cilla Black.
Cilla Black.
Oh, she used to be the matchmaker, blind date and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Surprise, surprise. She used to sound like a car alarm going off, didn't she? But, don't put that in.
Put that in.
No, I'm chatting to Russell outside Artifact Shop in Lever Lane. It's Lever Lane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've discovered I'm actually related to Russell Hastings by marriage. Yeah,
that is mad.
He's married my dad's cousin.
If you never take anything out of today, that is what you take out.
I was gobsmacked because he's such a lovely bloke. I've never met him before. I know who he is.
He's a gentleman.
Oh, mate, he's the bollocks. And I was outside, just having a fag, got a beer, and got chatting. And I didn't expect to suddenly find out I was related to him. So, where your family from? Blah, 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 blah. Who are you related to? Blah, 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 blah. We're related, and it's absolute 100%. Me and Russell are related.
That is mad, mate. That is mental.
Yeah, that is mental. Yeah.
And you're both in music.
Both in music.
That's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Camberwell Peckham on the map.
So obviously, if I see From the Jam and the Rifles are supporting each other, I fucking made that happen, all right?
Yeah, without Ben.
So don't even.
If Ben hadn't done this today, is it another ghost? Russell Hastings. Names to mention.
Hey, see?
Yeah. I won't mention one on it.
No.
That's
mental, isn't it?
Yeah, that is mental. I've just found out. I've seen all the From the Jam stuff for years. Russell, I'd love to meet him. What a lovely geezer. Meet him today. Find out I'm related to him. Oh my God!
Which makes me worry now. We might actually be related,
brother. Somewhere down the line.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
Listen, mate. I can't thank you enough for coming down.
Oh, thanks for having me, mate.
I really think people are going to enjoy this because you're just such a character. You're so lovable, mate. And
mate, thank you so much.
I love you, mate. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate that.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, brother. Top man.